Hi, good morning. It's Marnie Whitney with Yoga Joy here with you again for preschool yoga. Today I'm super excited. We got so many book recommendations. Thank you so much for sending them in, and keep them coming because I'd love to give you preschool yoga based on the books that you're looking for. Today we're going to do a book that was sent in from somebody from upstate New York named Anne, and she was 8.5 years old. She asked us if we could do preschool yoga to Miss Rumphius. And I love this book as well. I used to read this to my kids when they were younger. So we're gonna do Miss Rumphius today and learn all about these beautiful flowers called lupines. And the lupines are still in Maine. They're absolutely beautiful. And I'm gonna show you some pictures along the way. So we'll just give everybody a minute or two to show up and then we'll get started. And thank you to those of us who are already joining us. Join? Okay. We have Marlo here again, hanging out with us. Hi, Marlo. I'm just going to move him over a little bit so he can. You sit right here, buddy, right here. Okay. Down, down, down. Good boy. Miss Rumphius is a wonderful story about bringing something beautiful into the world. So Miss Rumphius is a young girl in the book, and she learns all about how she can bring wonderful things into the world from her great-grandfather. So that's the basic idea of the story. So we'll get started. Again, just to remind you, today we're doing Miss Rumphius. So if you have this book, or I'm certain you can look it up online and have someone read it to you if you want to hear the whole story. But we're going to learn a lot about it while we do yoga. Today I brought a different bell from last time. This is a chime, and it sounds a little bit different. So everybody get your listening ears ready. Here we go. It's a nice relaxing sound. Now I know we're getting ready for yoga. Wonderful. We're going to start out today by learning a balloon breath. So this is good for all of your birthday preparations, so you guys can get ready to get those lungs full of air to blow up your own birthday balloons this year. So put your arms to the side, take a deep breath in through your nose, and then blow up your balloon as big as you can. And then what happens when a balloon gets super big? That's right, it goes pop! Ah! Let's try it one more time. Arms to the side, breathe in through your nose, and then blow it up. And then it's so big that it goes pop! And reach your arms forward. Good job. I think you're all set for those birthday balloons. Then we're going to say good morning to the sun and warm up our body before we get into our story. So here we go. Where is the sun, guys? That's right. It's up in the sky. So we have to jump super duper high. Deep breath in, arms up, and then jump for it. Jump, 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 jump. Ah, get over here. All right, do you have it? When you have the sun, hold it tight. Take it down to your toes. Wiggle your toes. Say good morning, toes. Good morning, toes. Say good morning, knees. And bounce your knees up and down, up and down. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, hips. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Good morning. And then good morning, belly. Woo! It's digesting my breakfast. What did you have for breakfast today? I had some eggs and some fruit. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's going to give me energy for the day. Can you say good morning to your shoulders? Roll them back. Good morning, shoulders. Oh, hello. And then roll them forward. Get them warmed up and ready to go. Good morning, head. Good morning, nose. Good morning, eyes. Good morning, ears. And then we're going to put it back in the sky. Deep breath in, arms up, and then jump it back. Jump, 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 jump. Bye, sun. We're going to need that sunshine for our story today, so we got to keep it up there in the sky. All right, we're going to get started with Miss Rumphius. Let's see what we have in store for us today. Oh, first we see the lupines. These flowers are what the story is all about. So there's blue and purple and rose-colored flowers. Can you see them? I wonder how they got planted. They're so beautiful. Let's find out. So in our story, Miss Rumphius is called the lupine lady. Well, Miss Rumphius is her great-grandniece. So there was a woman who was called the lupine lady, and she lived in a small, tiny house. So we're going to make a small, tiny house with our body. So spread your legs wide and bend at the knee. Make a tiny little house with your arms and see if you can stay here for 5 whole seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So she lived in this tiny little house. It was by the sea. We're going to make some waves. So sit with your legs out straight, your chest nice and lifted, arms up. Make those waves like this. Here we go. Ready? We're going to do it this way. Here we go. Whoosh. Oh, get those belly muscles. Whoosh. And at her house, in between the sea and her home, were a whole bunch of rocks. We're going to do child's pose as a rock. Can you get small like a little rock? Like this? So small, so small, so small. And in between the house and the rocks and growing near the sea were these beautiful flowers called lupines. And they were purple, just like I showed you, and they were blue and rose-colored. So we're going to do a seated flower pose. Put your knees up, feet on the ground, arms out. This gets a little tricky, but I know you can do it. You take your arms underneath. See? I go underneath my knees. And then my chest comes forward, and then I lift up like a beautiful flower. You can even take your hands out. Do you guys got it? You have it? I bet you do. I bet you do. These are beautiful flowers that grew near her house. So great auntie, she was known as the lupine lady because she grew all these beautiful lupines. And we know this story is true because a little girl named Alice told us that this was her great-great-aunt. So Alice tells the rest of the story about her great-aunt. She said Alice grew up in a city with tall, tall buildings. So we're going to get super duper 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 tall on our tippy toes, like the tallest building we can think of, way high in the sky. Are you on your tippy toes like me? Oh, so high. So she grew up in the city, and she would spend summers by the sea with her great-great-grandfather. So this is little Alice telling the story. So while she was by the sea with her grandfather told him all about his work. He worked making these beautiful statues for these big, tall ships. So we're going to become a big, tall ship ourselves. So spread those legs wide. You can even jump your legs wide if you want. Turn one foot to the side, and then we take our arms up, breathing in. Lean forward over that leg and drop your arm down. Turn your chest and lift the other one up. This was a great big sailboat that her grandfather would build these beautiful statues for. Other side, turn your other foot and lean over, drop your arm, and then here is the sail. So beautiful in the wind. And she loved hanging out with her great-grandfather because not only would he build these beautiful statues for the ships, spread your legs wide and let's hammer them into the ship. These beautiful statues, hammer them in, hammer, hammer, hammer. He would also paint beautiful pictures of these ships. So he was an artist as well. So when Alice was young, she would help her great-grandfather by painting in the blue sky. So we're gonna dip our paintbrush with our legs still wide, dip our paintbrush in that paint can, and grab the blue for the sky. We're gonna paint that sky so blue. Alice would help her grandfather paint the sky, and then reach in your other paint bucket on the other side and grab some white. And then she would put in the clouds. She would help her grandfather with the background of his paintings. And she loved doing this. And while she would do this, she would talk to her great-grandfather. And he would tell her, Alice, you're gonna do great things. And Alice got all excited. I am gonna do great things. She'd say, number one, I'm going to live by the ocean when I grow up. Remember our ocean waves, legs out to the front, chest lifted, and make those waves. She knew she wanted to live by the sea. And number two, Alice said she was going to, what else was she going to do? Oh, she was going to travel to faraway places because Alice and her great-grandfather used to talk about all these different adventures around the world. So Alice knew she was going to fly to beautiful places around the world. So we're going to do airplane pose. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. See if you can take that back foot up a little bit and arms out like an airplane. And then we're going to do it on the other side. Ready? Step that other foot forward, the other one back and up a little bit. Can you do it? Oh, can you balance? Here we go. Let's fly. Alice was so excited when she thought about her adventures. But her great-grandfather said, my dear Alice, there's one more thing you must promise me you will do. Okay, great-grandfather, what is it? Great-grandfather said, I need you to promise me a third thing, that you will also do something to make the world more beautiful. Make the world a better place. Now, Alice was just a child, but she knew that if her grandfather was asking this of her, it must be important. So she put her palms together and she said, Grandfather, I will do this for you. I will make the world a more beautiful place. She didn't really know what that meant as a child, but she did know she was going to make it all happen, all three things. So Alice, meanwhile, would live her life just as any other child. She would wake up in the morning. Oh, she would eat her porridge for breakfast. Can you spread your legs wide like this? Yep, and what goes in porridge? Let's see, we have some rice or some oatmeal. Right here, we sprinkle it in. Can you lean forward? Sprinkle it in. Maybe you pour in some milk. Maybe you pour in some water. And, oh, I like a little berries in mine, like some strawberries or some blueberries. So put the berries in your porridge, and then we're going to stir it up. Hands together. Stir it up. Stir it up. Other way. Stir it up. Stir it up. And then she would eat it all up. Put your feet together in butterfly pose and eat that porridge. And then she would go to school and she would learn all about what was going on in the world. Wow, she would say. Until Alice grew up to be so big. Here we go. We're going to grow from child's pose all the way to be a big grown-up. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and out. Now Alice was a grown-up and she decided to leave her great-grandfather. Bye, great-grandfather. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. In her town because she wanted to go on all those great travels, remember? That's right. So she did. She traveled far, far, far away. She would sit down on all these different airplanes. So we're going to do chair pose, arms up by your ears, and we sit down, bend your knees. Oh, weight in your heels. Can you sit, 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 sit? That's right. She flew to so many faraway places and had so many adventures. She got to climb trees. Turn your foot to the side. She saw palm trees, right? Beautiful palm trees around the world in the wind. Whoosh. Other side, turn your foot to the side. Maybe you want to lift your foot up a little bit and balance. Ooh, I got it. Okay. Whoosh. She climbed mountains. So for mountain pose, we have our chest lifted and our palms forward, and we are so super strong. Remember we did this before? Ask somebody else if they're in the room if they can push you over. And if they can't, you're a super duper strong mountain. Yes. She had so many adventures, Alice. What else did she get to do? She got to travel by car and jeep to a tropical island. Wow. Car pose, toes on the ground, chest is lifted, belly muscles are working. And we're driving our car, and it's a little bit bumpy in this jeep on this tropical island. So we're gonna drive. Maybe you even lift your legs a little bit more, but it's a bit bumpy. But it was worth it to Alice. She got to see in the jungle monkeys. Wow, how cool would that be? Get your monkey arms ready to go. We're gonna bend our knees and do 3 monkey jumps. Ready? What other animals did she get to see in the jungle, I wonder? She saw monkeys and lions. Oh my goodness. She saw lions in the desert. Wow. So come up on your knees for lion pose. We make a lion's mane around our face. We breathe in through our nose. And then let me hear it, guys. Very good. She saw monkeys and lions. She got to smell flowers everywhere she went. She was always smelling. She just loved the scents all around her and all these beautiful flowers. The lupine lady even saw kangaroos. She went to Australia and saw the kangaroos. And they hopped really high. Can you hop high like a kangaroo? Let's give it a try. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boing, boing, boing. Oh, let's try it to the other side. Ready? Boing, boing, boing. Wow, she was so busy. But one day, she was back in the desert and she was riding a camel. Can you imagine sitting on a camel's back? Whoa. Let's give it a try. On your belly. Here we go. Knees bent. See if you can grab onto those ankles. And on the count of 3, we're going to push up. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to do a different count. On your knees for this one. And we're going to lean back. Can you lean back? Lean back and grab onto those ankles. Chest is lifted. This is our camel pose, right? We have our humps, just like a camel. And Miss Alice was riding the camel. Whoa. I bet this is what it feels like to ride a camel. And when she was riding the camel, unfortunately, she fell off. Oh no. She fell onto her back. So we're going to do our dead bug pose or our happy baby pose, whichever you want to call it. But she fell down. Oh, Miss Rumphius was in pain. Her back was hurting. So she decided she needed to go back home by the sea and settle down for a bit. So she did. Back at the sea, by the waves, by the ocean. And she enjoyed her time in bed, actually. She enjoyed listening to the waves. She enjoyed looking out the window at the beauty of the ocean. She watched the sun go up every morning and come down every night. Can you do that to the other side too? Go up in the morning and come down every night. So while she lie in bed, we're going to do a bed pose. So put your hands behind you, feet on the ground, and then we're going to take our hips all the way up. 1, 2, 3, up. She was lying in bed thinking about what her grandfather had said. She had done 2 things that she set out to do, right? She lived by the sea, and what else did she want to do? She said, I want to live by the sea. I want to travel the world. She did both those things. But that 3rd thing that her grandfather said to do, he said, do you guys remember what he said? That's right. He said, make the world a more beautiful place. And she was still wondering, how do I do that? I wonder if you guys can think of a way you can make the world a more beautiful place. And I would love it if you would send it to me so I can know all about it. That would make my heart feel so happy. So if you have an idea how to make the world a better place, please let me know. And Miss Rumphius is still trying to figure it out, Alice. Yes, she's not sure what to do. But she decides in the meantime she's going to plant a garden. Fantastic. Come onto all fours like this. And we're going to plant some seeds. You ready? Here we go. We have to dig up the dirt to plant seeds, right? Here we go. Dig, 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 dig. And then we're going to sprinkle those seeds. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. We'll give it some water. Psst, psst. And of course that sunshine. And Miss Rumphius watched with a very watchful eye as her flowers started to bloom. Wow. And do you know what flower they were? Let me see if I can find the picture in the book. They were the lupines. That's right. The blue and purple and rose-colored lupines. There she is. Planting those beautiful flowers. That's right. There she is. Oh my goodness. And then summer came and winter came, and Miss Rumphius was feeling so much better. She decided to go for a walk. She went walking, and she decided she was even going to climb this great big hill that was over her house. So we're going to climb with Miss Rumphius. We're going to come into what's called a plank. Oh, this is a super strong pose. And then we're going to bring our knees into our chest. Climb, climb, climb. Are you doing it? This is hard. Climb, climb, climb. And then when she got to the top of the hill, she saw something magical. Do you know what she saw? That's right. She saw more lupines. Let's see. Wow, look at all those lupines over the hill. So many lupines. She saw people riding their bikes, enjoying the lupines. We're going to do bicycle pose. So sit down, lean back on your hands, and lift your legs. Bicycle, 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 bicycle. Everybody was enjoying, and she was wondering, how did those lupines get there? Can you guys guess? I'll give you a hint. The wind took some of those lupines from her garden up across the hill, like this. Whoosh. Sprinkling the seeds by the sea, by the schoolhouse, by the church, by everything she saw. And then, can you guess how else they got there? I think I heard somebody say it. The birds took some of those seeds. That's right. We're going to do bird pose. Ready? Just like airplane pose. You balance on one foot and have your leg behind you. But this time we go tweet, 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 tweet. Other side. Take your foot behind you. See if you can balance. And then tweet, 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 tweet. So the birds sprinkled seeds there too. And Miss Lupine had an idea. Boing! A light bulb went off above her head. And she said, I know what I need to do to make the world a more beautiful place. Can you guys guess? That's right. She guessed it. She was going to sprinkle seeds, lupine, flower seeds, everywhere she went. And that's what she did. She called up the seed store and ordered thousands of seeds. Let's give them a call and see what we can get. Put your feet together in butterfly pose and dial the seed store. Lift up one leg. Chest is lifted too. Beep, 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 boo. Yes, I would like to order thousands of lupine seeds. Call me back and let me know if you have them. All right, we're waiting for them to call us back. Here it is. Lift up your other foot. Yes. You have the seeds. Send them right away. She was so excited. She got her basket ready. Here we go. Lean back on your hands and lift your basket. We're going to fill it full of seeds. Ready? All right. This is really going to use your belly muscles, guys. Seed, 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 seed. And then Miss Rumphius went on her way. And she went everywhere in the town. This was a town in Maine, so that's where she settled down. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. The seeds were everywhere, and Miss Rumphius just had to wait for them to grow. And sure enough, as the seasons went by, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter and spring again, all the lupines grew back in the town. They grew everywhere. And because of Alice, who was called Miss Rumphius, the lupines are still in Maine today. That's true. You can go to Maine and you can see lupines everywhere. They're so, so beautiful. So Alice, or Miss Rumphius, made the world a more beautiful place. And you can too, kids. I can't wait to hear your ideas on how you're going to do that. Maybe you can even do something straight away today. I hope so. All right, friends. Now that we're finished our story, Miss Rumphius, we are going to relax. Alice was tired after all of that planting, right? She needs to rest for a few minutes, just like us. So we're going to come down for Shavasana, right? We're going to lie on our backs with our stuffy. I'm going to lie here with Marlo. We're going to lie back and put our palms up and let our feet go. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we're going to close our eyes. I'm going to put on a little bit of relaxing music. We'd like to close our eyes during Shavasana so we can really focus on our breath and how it calms us down. I'm going to put one hand on my belly and one hand on my heart. Other way. I'm going to think about Miss Rumphius. And I'm going to think about all the places I want to travel to too. Where can you go? Far away place that you can visit? I'm going to think about being by the sea like Alice did. I love the sea too. It makes me very happy. And if I close my eyes, I can picture being there. It's so great that we have this imagination. I can smell the sea air. I can smell those flowers even, like Miss Rumphius could. I can feel the air on my face and the sunshine, so warm. I can even feel the sand beneath my fingers. It's warm, I love it, and soft. Maybe I can even feel the water against my skin. Ah, the ocean air. And then like Alice or Miss Rumphius, I'm going to think about how I can make the world a better place today. What could I do today that would make someone else happy? What could I do to make it more beautiful? I'm thinking. I'm going to give it some careful consideration today, and I hope you do too. Enjoy your relaxation. And when you're ready to wake up, you can start slowly moving your fingers, waking them up again, and waking up those toes. They're ready to wake up. And you can come up on your favorite side, very slowly. Maybe even give a big body stretch. Oh, that feels good. We moved a lot with our bodies today. But now it's time for us to say goodbye until our next Storytime Yoga class on Wednesday. Please send me any book that you love that you'd like to see as a yoga story. We can make it come to life. I'll ring the bell 3 times and we'll thank each other for coming together today with the word Namaste. 1, 2, 3. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. I'll see you next time.